Jab him. Crying emojis in the chat. Oh my lord. What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Doody, back again with another video. And this is a special video for all of the detractors out there in the DSP Vortex. And I mentioned it earlier in my morning daily rap review video, where I was going to do a special video specifically just for DSP, where I answer his challenge. So if you watch any of his content or any of the detractors' content, you would see that Phil spent 2.5 hours trash talking the detractors. That's right. He decided he was going to milk drama for money, because that's all he has. He's too scared to play Fightcade because he's going to look like a moron. His fat wife won't come on stream because she detests him. So what else does he have? More Street Fighter? More Elden Ring? What you got there, Phil? Nothing. So of course, whenever the tips are slow and the views are low, you need to resort to drama content. Now, if you're not sure what I'm talking about, our boy Phil was scheduled to play Fightcade last night, and during the podcast, a few of the dents mentioned to Phil that, hey, you do know that if you use Fightcade, you could potentially expose yourself and have your IP exposed if someone has a specific program that can harvest your IP. And that was enough of an excuse for Phil to lose his shit. He spent the podcast raging at his dents and detractors about Fightcade, and how for 10 years people have told Phil he's doing it wrong, he should be playing Fightcade, and of course, now that he has the excuse that his IP could be exposed, he did everything right and everyone did everything wrong. And of course, many of the dents said, hey, why don't you just get VPN? VPN's very cheap. You can get VPN nowadays, like a 2-year VPN for like 20 bucks. It's super dirt cheap. There's even browsers that you can use that mask your IP for free. It's not that difficult, Phil. But of course, any excuse to farm detractor and drama content, Phil will use. And to him, that was enough of an excuse not to play Fightcade, which he didn't want to play. He didn't want to play Fightcade. That wasn't his thing, because of course, anytime he plays fighting games, he gets salty because he sucks. He does. I mean, he's an average player. But of course, that's not good enough for Phil, because Phil's content is living through his old glory days of being a professional Street Fighter player. And anything that makes him look bad, Phil will attack. So anyway, I say all this to kind of give you some context, because, you know, Phil last night was, you know, he was in rare form. He was salty as fuck. And instead of focusing on his dents and why he decided not to play Fightcade after overpromising and under-delivering, he decided, let me milk and attack the detractors. And specifically, he decided to attack your boy Doody and Memology. Now, I'm going to play this clip here from yesterday. It was a little bit right before he decided to hang it up. It looks like he made $240. That was plenty for WW Champions and Jin. So he said, all right, I'm getting out. Gotta go pull them Hogans. So right before that, he decided to throw out this little gem. It's a little challenge for your boy Doody. So I decided, you know what? I think I should respond to it and talk about this a little bit more. So let's have Phil talk about the detractors and what specifically he's challenging your boy Doody on. So let's watch the video.
Minutes. So last chance. Let's see how we end it here. But Wex, I'm not going to try a VPN because number one, it costs money. Number two, it's too much of a risk. What if the VPN doesn't work and my IP still leaks? So I'm not wasting it. Just the risk of my IP getting out there is too much. It's a waste of everyone's time. So I'm not using Fightcade, period. The Blimp says, it's literal projection. These people lack something in their lives. Then they rationalize bad behavior towards someone that's targeted as a means to not address their own shortcomings. Exactly. I've always said this too. Even if everything they've ever said about me was true, which 99% of it isn't. Some of it is because I am a flawed human. and I've made mistakes over the years, and I've changed for the better. I feel like the last 7 years of my life have been an epiphany where I've turned everything around, and I'm a much better person now, correct? But even if everything they've said is true about me, am I still the devil? None of the things that I've done that they're claiming are real crimes or anything like that. It's just, oh, some bad behaviors that we don't like, right? And so if you don't like the bad behaviors you accuse me of, well, wait. Why do you still stalk me every day? Why are you still watching? Right? Because you benefit from it, because you make money on it. That's why. If there was no money, there'd be no detractor community. I stand by that. Right now, I'll prove the point. You ready? Right now, to prove the point, I dare every one of these idiots, the memologies, the Doody streams, the restreamers, all of them, demonetize your content for a whole month. Right now. Do it. Be men. Be real men. And demonetize your content for a month and prove that you actually do it because you have a reason to do it. Because you feel like you're doing something good, a service, instead of we're just doing it to make money. I fucking dare you to demonetize your content for a month. You won't do it. Because you do it for money. That's why you make up the stuff to begin with. You're fucking full of shit. You have no actual morality. You have no leg to stand on. Nothing. You're wastes of life. Not a single one. I already did this before. I did this a couple years ago too. I said the same thing. Never worked. They will never do it. Because the only reason that they do it was for the dollars to begin with. Right? So. Enough of that. Anyway. Thank you, everyone. I think I'm ready to adjourn. What a nice...
Alrighty, so yeah, that's our boy Phil here, and I want to address a couple things, of course. Well, the first thing here is bad behavior. Bad behavior. Phil, nothing Phil has ever done was illegal. Okay, nothing. All right, so let me just highlight two things here that you did that you broke the law. One, you committed tax fraud. You didn't pay your taxes, which is a crime. Not paying your taxes is a crime. Just because you didn't go to jail and you were able to pay those, get on a payment program, you still broke the law. And not paying your taxes carries jail time, Phil. That's some serious shit. Okay? So that's the first thing. You broke the law there. You lied on a bankruptcy filing, which is illegal. If you read it when you submit the thing, the bankruptcy filing, it actually has this long page of a disclaimer that says you signing this and you submitting this means that you're being truthful upon perjury. You know what that means, Phil? If you lie and you get caught, you can go to jail for that. That is a crime. That is a federal crime at that. It's not even a local crime, Phil. It is a federal crime with jail time and fines. Let's not forget that $5,000 of monthly business expenses that Phil claimed on his bankruptcy filing. Of course, that was DSP Champions, but we'll leave that there. So bad behavior. Okay, Phil. So I just pointed out two things you did that were illegal. Two gripes that people have against you that they bring up. All right, so we squash that little lie, that fable. The other thing too is if you notice he's changing his tune. Now it's it's all lies. Now he's saying, whenever a meme is brought up, a DSP meme, which he likes to call, these aren't memes. These are factual statements, Phil. Factual things where you got caught and lied about. Your alcoholism. The gin. You admitted you were an alcoholic. The DSP Champions. You said, no, I never play mobile games. Then you were like, oh, I occasionally play them. To, no, I don't play mobile games. To the Side Scrollers podcast where, yes, I specifically play DSP Champions and I only spent $1,000. Sure, Phil. We believe that. So again, a pattern here of Phil being a liar. And that's all the detractors really do, Phil, is they point out your lies, your inconsistencies. I mean, that's what I do. That's what I do. Anytime you lie or you point out inconsistency or you beg or what have you, your boy Doody pumps out that content. And if you can refute it, go ahead. When I make videos about DSP Champions, if I'm lying, you can easily refute that, Phil, right? You can easily show that Down from the Rafters is not you. even though the account is linked to your personal phone number, your personal cell number, and your email address. But I digress. Now, let's address your challenge. Well, first of all, when I started doing the tractor content, for my first year, I wasn't monetized. I was pumping out videos just as much as I pump out videos now, so that's a falsehood right there. Yeah, your boy Doody is monetized. Everyone knows it. That sweet, sweet ad revenue is chef's kiss. Now, let me address Phil's challenge, where he says he challenges me to demonetize my content for a month. Okay, I will accept your challenge, Phil. I will demonetize my content and show you that I will continually pump the same content regardless of whether I'm being monetized or not. I am willing to do that. I am willing to accept that challenge, Phil, if you do one of two things. One of two things, or you could do both. You can either, one, not beg for that month. I challenge you. I will accept your challenge if you accept my challenge where you will not beg. Not a sneak beg, not bring up support, nothing. Not bring it up, not even bring it up once in your content, regardless. I challenge you not to beg for a month. Or I will accept your challenge of demonetizing. Actually, you know what? No, let me step back. I will accept your challenge to demonetize my content for 1 month if you don't beg for a month. That's the first offer. The second offer is if not begging is too difficult for you, the second offer, Phil, is I will delete my channel and stop detracting if you prove that you're not down from the rafters. If you can prove that you are not down from the rafters. If you can show your account, show who you are, and disprove that Down from the Rafters is not your account, that you haven't spent over $100,000 on WWE Champions, I'll stop detracting. So there you go, folks. Your boy Doody has it out there on video. I accept Phil's challenge to demonetize my content for 1 month if he accepts the challenge to not beg for 1 month. Or I will delete my detractor channel and no longer detract if Phil is willing to prove that he is not down from the rafters. Okay, Phil? So the ball is in your corner. You let me know. You could DM me. You can respond in the comment section. And we can hash it out. We could talk about it. Okay? If you want to accept my challenge, I'll be more than happy to accept your challenge, Phil. Let me know. Scumbag, but I doubt it. Oh, by the way, I made this challenge before. When Phil made the challenge last time to the detractors, especially me specifically, I told him, I said, okay, don't beg for 2 weeks. I think he asked the detractors to demonetize. He asked me to demonetize my content for 2 weeks. And I said, okay, don't beg for 2 weeks. And I'm more than happy to do it. No, actually, I apologize. He said, don't do content for 2 weeks. Let Phil do his thing and he will prove that he doesn't need the detractors. And I said, okay, I'll stop detracting for 2 weeks if you stop begging for 2 weeks. And what did we hear? Crickets. Nothing. And that's what I expect to hear from Phil on this challenge. So Phil, if you're a man, right? If you're a man, if you're an adult like you claim that you are, reach out to me. Have a chat with me. I'm a very civil dude. I won't detract. I won't harass you. I'll have a conversation with you. And then we can lay out the stipulation and have the challenge. And unlike you, I am a man of my word. And will stick to what I say. Ball is in your corner, DSP. Peace out.